YouTube, this is Bonnie with Old Soul Mermaid doing her very first deck review. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and because I'm not very tech savvy, I've put it off. But with the new year coming, I said, why not? There's no better time to learn a new skill. And sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. But today I wanted to do a unboxing, first impressions of the Mystical Dream Tarot, Life Guidance from the Depths of Our Unconscious by Janet Piedilato. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. This was literally dropped on my doorstep just about an hour ago. And it was a pre-order. And I pre-ordered it from Amazon. It was officially released yesterday. I was supposed to get it yesterday, but something happened and it showed up on my doorstep this morning. So let's take a look. Still got the plastic on, and of course it came in the lovely Amazon packaging. You know, I don't really care if their decks get bonked around, but it looks like this one came in really good condition. Sometimes I have sent decks back that have been, you know, crushed on the corners too much because of their sloppy packaging for this type of an item. But right now I can tell you right off the bat, this is a beautiful box. It's a matte box. It's not glossy like some are. And let's see. It's one of the slide out boxes. So we pull, there's a little ribbon right here, and we are going to pull it to help get this puppy open. Okay, so really nice sturdy box. This is the back. Awakening to the Truth of Dreams, and I can't wait to get this opened. I saw actually the first time I saw this, I want to say I saw a review or an unboxing by Tarot Map. I think that's where I saw it, and I just knew I had to have this deck. I pre-ordered it on Amazon October 4th, and yesterday was the release date. Today I got it. It was 18 and some change, 20 with some change with the tax. I don't know if you go on Amazon right now, if the price has gone up. Sometimes that happens after the pre-order period, but still, this is a beautiful box. Nice and matte, not glossy. So let's see. We've got the book. And the book has a little bit of gloss to it. Let's see. And there are images, black and white, not colored images, but let's see. It looks like some of the cards in this deck have been renamed. So we have the Innocent for the Fool, Master of Secrets for the Magician, Priestess of Dreams for the High Priestess. Look way down here. Instead of Strength, you have Sophia. So this, instead of the Tower, the Divine Tower. So this is going to be interesting. It looks like she goes through an introduction, getting to know the cards, the dream images, and the tarot. I love that illustration right there. Table of contents. Oh, and some quotes from some other books, some other authors about dreaming. So let's see if there are any, goes by suit. And I don't want to look through all the pictures in the book, but part 3 is working with the deck and some spreads, the Waking Dream spread. And let's see what else. Ooh, The Dream Life Cycle spread, which looks like it's quite involved. 15 card spread. Wow. I've never done a 15 card spread with just tarot cards. I've done it with a mix of tarot and oracle cards, but never with just tarot cards. So that would be very interesting. The Dream of Hidden Treasures spread. And some, wow, sample readings in this book. So, and some note pages. So as far as the content, 153 pages in the book. And it's got a little semi-gloss, but nice quality book. So now, let's get into the cards. It looks like that they're in a two-part box with the clear plastic. Let's see if we can get this undone. The clear plastic. Let's see. I've got some scissors here, so let's take the easy way out. And already I can tell I'm just loving the images on this deck. So we're going to get rid of the two-piece box. I'm going to put the deck together. Now, let me see if I can get in a little bit closer. Okay, right off the bat, these are the backs of the cards. Simple, pretty. This is kind of a light silver gray color. They're not the heaviest card stock, maybe 300 GSM. They are glossy, and maybe it's a little heavier. It's kind of a thick deck. Do you see the top of that? You can see the colors, striations coming through. It doesn't look like maybe it's been cut perfectly, but I can already tell I'm loving these images. So let's go through them and go through the cards. So this is the Innocent for the Fool, the Master of Secrets for the Magician, the High Priestess, the Priestess of Dreams, the Dream Carrier for the Empress, the Dream Protector for the Emperor, the Hierophant. Oh wow, the Lovers. This is quite interesting. The woman's in a downward dog position. I can't wait to delve into the book and see if there's any insight on this card as far as the imagery, why she chose this imagery. The Moon Chariot for the Chariot. These are very whimsical. Oh wow. Mott. These are very, very on the whimsical side. This is a beautiful illustration. The Wisdom Teacher. The Ouroboros. Sophia. Just sit with this a little bit. It doesn't have your standard lion, but she is taming that snake. It's almost like she's a snake charmer. These, I can already tell right now, these images, I'm just going to want to delve into the book right away. They do have as per the title, a very, very dreamy, dreamy quality to them. The Hanged Man, and I just, you know, anything with a mermaid in it, I just love. Hence my name, Old Souled Mermaid. I'm a true Piscean, true Pisces female, so I love seeing this. The Wise Fox. That is a very, very interesting image again. Temperance. Like, not the traditional temperance, you know, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, and kind of the androgynous angel figure. Very beautiful. The Sorcerer. The Divine Tower. The Dream Angel. This is beautiful. Now, I would say if I were an artist and if I could draw, I would love to be able to do this kind of line work and drawing, because these are kind of the images I see when I dream. This deck, and that's why I was drawn to it initially when I saw Tarot Maps unboxing of this deck. This and the Dream Keeper's Tarot by Liz Houston, those images, I see images similar to this when I dream. The moon, try to go a little faster, the sun, gorgeous. And I like that these have a dreamlike quality and they're not your typical Rider-Waite-Smith just clone knockoff. See another interesting depiction of Judgment. Serpentia Soul. And now we're into the Wand suit. Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. And yes, I like very much how she's depicted dreaming, probably dreaming of that next project, how to get it started, that next creative endeavor. Three of Wands, manifesting that new project or endeavor, getting it off the ground. But there's two figures in here. They almost look like a bride and a groom. This is very interesting. The Four of Wands. The Five of Wands. And it looks like they've caught that fish. The Six of Wands. The Seven. The Eight. Kind of traditional with her own spin on this. Beautiful. I love the coffin with the mummy in here. Yeah, I can't wait to get into this book. The Nine of Wands. And I'm like, I don't know if he's meant to be a Pan-like god. And look what's behind him. This is awesome. This is very awesome. Ten of Wands. A little bit of religious symbolism here, you know, burdens. Everybody has their own cross that they must carry. Every one of us. It's different for all of us. I really like this depiction of the Ten of Wands. The Dreamer of the Wands. So instead of the page, we have the Dreamer. Beautiful image. the Spirit of the Wands, so I take it this in lieu of the Knight. Lady of the Wands for the Queen, and Lord of the Wands for the Kings. Ace of Cups, beautiful, beautiful image. The Two of Cups, very romantic, isn't it? I don't know, it's kind of has, I just recently read Wuthering Heights, and it just right off the bat, the first thing that came to mind was Heathcliff and Kathy. I don't know why. That's just the first thing that came to mind. Three of Cups. I'm sorry. Did I say this was the Wands? We are now in the Suit of Cups. Four of Cups. The Five. The Six of Cups. Now this is interesting imagery, because I've seen this, you know, the reflection, looking into the reflection, seeing something else, maybe in a few decks, but for the Eight of Swords. So this, I like this. This is usually the Six of Cups, known as the nostalgia card, depending on how you read. I totally relate to this because as a woman, middle-aged woman, I'm 52 years old, I feel a lot younger than the image I look into in the mirror. Sometimes, not often, you know, I'm pretty, usually when I look in the mirror, you know, I think I'm aging gracefully. At least I'm trying to, you know, taking care of myself. But sometimes, you know, a wrinkle or a little age spot pops up, and, you know, you look into the mirror with that kind of nostalgia, you know, and often I think, you know, I never thought of myself as a pretty girl, but when I look at pictures of when I was younger, I was going, you know, I shouldn't have given myself such a hard time. I wasn't ugly like I thought I was, and so I can really relate to this as the Six of Cups. Seven of Cups with the beetle at the top. This is just like blowing my mind. The Eight of Cups. A little bit of Jonah, but it's a female here, kind of Jonah and the whale type imagery right here. Which is usually, you know, the Eight of Cups is walking away from either a good situation that's no longer serving or a bad situation, having the courage to walk away. So I'm going to be interested in reading up on that. Oh wow, very scientific. Nine of Cups. The 10. Dreamer of the Cups, so the Page, and this is gorgeous. Again, I'm loving it. Another mermaid, but with wings. So, kind of the land, and of the air and the water. Beautiful. Spirit of the Cups, and this is the image, I think, that was in the front of the book. Not the cover, but, you know, one of the title pages. Simply gorgeous. Lady of the Cups. And the Lord of the Cups. Ace of Swords. Now, sometimes some of the cards in the The Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords are cards that I highly identify with. So they're usually ones that can make or break whether or not I get a deck or not, if I can connect with them. So this is the Ace. Wow. And this is the Two. Totally unexpected. And you see this up here? Is the airplane flying to the castle in the sky? Totally different. I'm going to have to read up on this. See what my connection to this card's going to be. But it's totally unique, and I applaud the artist and creator for not doing the same old, same old. Three of Swords. Beautiful image. Four of Swords. So taking into account that this deck is about, I guess, the interpretation of dreams, because it does have a very dreamlike quality in the art. The Six of Swords. Wow. Chess. Strategy. And usually, you know, the Six of Swords is depicted with a boat, with swords in it, getting away from an awful situation. And in this card, it's somebody, he's got a crown on his head. He's using strategy to maybe to get out of an unpleasant situation. Thinking it through. Not making any rash decisions. So I like this. Seven of Swords. All right, the Eight of Swords. Here we go. Again, this will be a hit with me because it's got a mermaid-like figure. It does have the blindfolded female, not really seeing, her vision blocked, but she could easily take that veil or cover off her head and see her way through her situation. I love this. Doesn't have the typical sword surrounding her, her hands tied behind her back. She's carrying a book, probably some knowledge, the tools she needs to get out of her situation, directions, a map. This is just beautiful. The Nine of Swords. You can tell she's got some mental anguish, but you don't have the traditional, you know, swords kind of nearby her, partially piercing her, or she's not waking up from a bad dream. But you can tell she's not in the best of mental states. Beautiful card. Kind of the cloak kind of reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood a little bit. The Ten of Swords. Here again, typically departing from the norm. These images I like because I'm going to have to sit with them and and with reading the book, come to my own interpretations before I can read with this, which I totally like. Dreamer of the Swords, so the Page of Swords, the Trident. Now her legs are different sizes. So Spirit of the Swords, be the Knight energy. The Lady, I love these sword images. Very, very thought-provoking, which I guess they're meant to be. Not the norm. Lord of the Swords. Okay, now we're going into the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So the aces have not been, you know, your standard, you know, hand holding the disc, the one hand holding the sword, the cup single cup overflowing. They actually have a scene. The Two of Pentacles. Wow. Sometimes a card of making choices or finding balance. And it looks like she is definitely stuck in the middle of two energies. Love it. Three of Pentacles. Again, I can't wait to get into this book. The Four of Pentacles. This is some kind of root vegetable. To me, it looks like an onion. Usually a card of, you know, holding on to your resources. Maybe saving for a rainy day, or a reminder not to be too stingy. Yeah, this looks like a root vegetable to me, an onion or a seed. It could be a seed, a bulb of some sort. Five of Pentacles. Very interesting. Normally we see a church and two people or a person in dire circumstances and a scene of snow and cold right outside a church. So yes, I can't wait to read the meaning of that. The Six of Pentacles. Beautiful image. Usually a reminder to share resources when we have it, and also to, when we need it, not to be too proud to be on the receiving end. And this is I don't get that right from this image, but I know when I read the book, I'm going to get something totally different, similar. I know I'll get a meaning that's just going to enhance my arsenal of meanings and what I can use for intuitive hits. The Seven of Pentacles. It's the kind of the waiting card, usually shown as somebody waiting for their harvest resources to come in. He's waiting for something to come in. Not really enjoying the wait. Reminder for patience. The Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Try to pick it up a little bit here. The Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Dreamer of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles. I love this. Looking through the keyhole. The Spirit of Pentacles. So in this deck, the Knights are not typical images of somebody on a horse, somebody galloping off on the horse. They've all been very kind of nature-based, which is very different. So, oh, it looks like we may have some goddess energy here. Lady of the Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And finally, the Lord of Pentacles. He's almost got this, like, oh, he's got there's nuns surrounding him. They look like nuns. To me, this is almost like just first looking at the image, the genie coming out of the lamp, almost. And I was going to say if they were going to be holding their lamps, but it looks like these are cups right here. So this will be interesting to read about. So that is the deck. Let's look at this a little bit and see how they they shuffle. I'm not a riffle shuffler. I usually shuffle sideways, and I did that pretty well. And overhand shuffle, it's kind of hard to do with the camera right in between me, but yeah, these aren't super slippery even with the gloss on it, or sticky, so decent quality. Now let's just pick a card. The Ace of Swords, and let's go to the book, and let's find, just see how swords, Ace of Swords. Okay. The goddess of victory stands in all her glory along with her golden sword, her gift of insight breaking through the red egg of illusion. The goddess of victory is strong and intelligent, capable of cutting to the heart of any issue or dispute. She breaks open the shell of any problem to reveal what is necessary to move beyond it. She not only uncovers the source of the problem, but also carries the wisdom, ability, and drive to complete the measure necessary to attain a successful resolution. She warns us not to fall victim to the passionate seduction of the egg, for illusions often serve our lower self, our base desires. Only by delving beneath the surface can we see. Light surrounds her crown as she represents the state of bliss, pure knowing. She possesses great intellectual and mental abilities, along with passion and energy to accomplish the hard work of ensuring success. She's not fooled by illusions, sweet words, or honey flattery, for her vision is clear. She takes a strong position and holds to it, never giving in to an easy but less effective path. She warns us against overestimating our mental capacities and underestimating those of our adversaries. Her motto is to know oneself is to be true to one's path to the end. She represents victory over ignorance, hard work over lazy acceptance. And I see in the book that it does have a place for reversals, if you read with reversals. I don't, as of yet. I haven't found a need to. I'm one of the ones who find that usually you can find what you need with the cards upright, with their light and shadow, and depending on the intuitive hits I get while reading, I can kind of gather, and also with the surrounding cards, which meaning the card is going to take. But that's not to say I never will. I'm going to have a lot of fun going through this deck, reading the book, and I have a big feeling that I'm going to come out with just a greater arsenal to help, of meanings to help my readings with, no matter what deck I use. This one is just, the imagery is really right up my alley, and I love the dreamlike, dreamy quality of it. So again, this is a hit for me so far. I'm going to delve into this book. Cardstock, I'm kind of there's certain cardstock that I do enjoy, and this, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's not the worst that I've had. It's totally passable and workable with. The images more than make up for it. The packaging is good. It looks like the book is well written, and it's one of those things that's going to blow my mind. So I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Mystical Dream Tarot, again by Janet Piedilato. Again, I hope, forgive me if I've mispronounced your name, Miss Piedilato. And since this is a new channel, I would really like your input. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm hoping to figure out how to load a video to get this up soon. And I just hope for you all to have the most wonderful day, and blessed be.